My name is James Blackburn. I live and work in the American Southwest. As a result, I have the good fortune to be able to travel to a variety of beautiful locations. As a professional filmmaker, I document my life through video adventures and I share them with the world. Stay tuned as I travel through the world of movies and the beautiful outdoors. Thanks for watching the James Blackburn Experience.
Good howdy, folks. Welcome to another James Blackburn Experience. Today, we're having a very special video for you. First of all, I'm here with my good friend Matt, the Southwest Backpacker. Check out his YouTube channel. As you can see behind us, there's some signage there, and there's some towers there. What does that mean? It means we're on the Sandia crest today, and we're gonna hike the North Crest Trail and do a 24-hour trip out here. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me along. It's always awesome to go on a backpacking trip.
Heck yeah.
On the water, the street.
All right, this is always the shocker moment when you realize how much stuff you actually brought. Okay, yeah, not too bad. I can deal with that. We're only going 2 miles in, so it shouldn't be too much hard work. And we're gonna go down in elevation today a little bit, but we're still gonna be camping up at about 10,000 feet, probably somewhere in that neck of the woods, maybe 9,500 or so, but
Low oxygen up here.
yeah, definitely lower. Okay. Oops, for Del Agua. Can't forget that. Always keep one right in the front, just in case. So, all right, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. As soon as I close my truck door here. All right, coming down from the towers over to the North Crest Trail. Okay, here you go. Crest Trail number 130. We're on our way. All right, it's about 10 minutes till noon, Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. Whew, already feeling the thin air up here. But the first quarter mile of this trail, you are next to a fence. So that's not real scenic. But the fence is here for a reason, because of the radio towers. But after about a quarter mile, you get past this, and then a few hundred feet past that, you get in the official wilderness area. So stay tuned. You can see some parts of this fence has seen better days, but trees fall on them occasionally. And I guess there's no real need to repair them, so they just cut down the trees and leave the fence. All right, in addition to the fence for the first quarter mile, you also are not far from the road. You can kind of see it down there. But here in a little bit, we're gonna get past all this stuff. And once you see the sign for the Sandia Mountain Wilderness, you know you're in it. And it's awesome. It's good here too. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer my wilderness without a fence or a road. And so we're gonna get to that here in just a little bit. All right, folks. I'm already smiling a bunch and my face is starting to hurt. It's awesome. We've only been out here for like 5 minutes and I already feel better. It's great. All right, folks, I was telling you about a quarter mile in, maybe a little bit less, you get to the end of the fence. And this is where the fence ends right here. And now we are in the official woods. We're not in the wilderness boundary yet, but we are definitely in the woods, away from man-made objects. So all right, folks, I was a little wrong about the man-made items. There is another little clearing right here that we come back into before we get back in the true woods, and you can still see towers and power lines, but it's all part of the experience. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know what's here. And of course, this clearing, as you can see, Matt's getting the shot. Look at that beautiful view. How awesome is that? Okay, after that little clearing, so we can get back in the woods pretty quickly. It's also the spot where the boundary is at for the official Sandia Mountain Wilderness. So let's go check it out.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Picture, it lasts longer.
Right.
All right, we are in the official boundary of the wilderness area, and it just feels great. So glad, so happy to be out here. All right, this is the half-mile mark in.
Overlook, which is a mile and a half down the way.
All right, folks, so we are half-mile in from the parking lot. As you can see here, it has a North Crest Trail number 130, and below that it says Del Agua Overlook 1.5 miles. That's where we're heading. We're heading to the Del Agua Overlook. So we got 1.5 miles down the trail over here. You see Matt's already heading down there. And so, I don't know, another 45 minutes we should be at camp. And stay watching, because this is a beautiful hike. I really thoroughly enjoy it. Well, obviously, I'm going to do a 2-mile hike out to the Del Agua Overlook, 2 miles total. But there'll be more mileage than that, because setting up camera and hiking past it, coming back for it. So it'll probably be closer to 3 miles of hiking for me to get to camp. Still not bad. It's fairly flat up here. It's a little going down, but it'll be harder coming out tomorrow when we're going up. But today feels like a breeze. It's beautiful out. I mean, just look at this trail. Truly amazing. All right, so just after the half-mile mark is the first scenic overlook. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I stop here every time because it's just beautiful to walk out on this little side trail. This is not the North Crest Trail, it's just a side trail. But look at that. Yeah, Albuquerque down below, and up here the pyramid is that big rock you see there on the right. In the background you can see Cabazon Peak, the Jemez Mountains over to the right. Yeah, totally awesome. And now, heading back to the main trail. Oh, I heard a critter over here, and it was Matt. I was like, is there a deer or a squirrel?
No,
all right.
it's me.
He's just readjusting. So yeah, folks, this is a little left turn here to go the scenic overlook, but the trail goes this way, so don't get confused by this. This dead ends over here, but this continues all the way to Placitas, New Mexico at some point. All right, folks, this is one of the markers for me on this trail, is the little burn section, because it kind of looks a little haunted. Once we get to this point, we start looking for our turnoff. The trail's up there, but there'll be a turnoff on the left here in just a little bit. and then we're going to turn and we're going to be hiking literally on the edge of the mountain again here in just a minute. So, yep, beautiful day, awesome place. Is this the turnoff here? All right, folks, we're at the turnoff. Oh, this is the spot where me, you, Roger, and Rick did our first hike together up here. And we all stood on the edge of this rock. I totally recognize it. All right, here we are on the turnoff. Of course, the overlook here is beautiful as well. And we are heading into the Great Yonder. One time I was up here hiking with some friends. We got stuck in a really bad thunderstorm, heavy downpours, and these trails were creeks. I mean, like ankle deep water just rushing down the trail. It was pretty intense. Today, blue skies. No rain coming our way as far as I know. All right, awesome day, guys. Really, truly is. Enjoying every single beautiful moment. And we're almost to camp. So here we go. This trail's not as maintained as the North Crest Trail, so just be careful that you can keep on it and follow it, but also don't trip on some of this ground cover here. All right, here's our pine forest. We're gonna be camping somewhere up in here. So up here, somewhere is a spot we have picked out that we will find here in a minute. Once I'm closer to the top here, I'll be able to identify exactly where we're at. Yeah, incredible. It's awesome how it just drops off immediately right here. But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful spot. Directly straight back here is the spot we picked out for camp. I remember it because it's not far from this little triangle of trees here.
Yes.
It's right back in that general neck of the woods. So
I like this whole ridge line.
yeah,
It opens up this whole view. It's like, oh.
it's pretty awesome. Obviously, this is all a pretty big overlook, but the official part's right down here, and you can just see how incredible this place really is. It didn't take us too long to get here either. So I'm not mistaken, they call it the Del Agua Overlook because it overlooks Del Agua Canyon. And I've hiked that too. It's way down at the bottom of this. But right here is what I consider the official overlook, because it kind of ends here before it goes back down that way, down another trail back to the North Crest Trail. But yeah, look at this. Whew. A little out of breath, but we're at 10,000 feet. All right. So part of that rock formation there is called the Shield. It's about 1,000 or 1,200 feet of vertical rock, about the size of the Sears Tower. It's massive. Over here to my left, this one's called the Pyramid. And from this side, it just looks like a big mountain, a big hill. But from the other side, it is kind of shaped like a pyramid a little bit. So yeah, And then over here to my right is the East Mountain area. And you can see off in the distance there, probably 50, 60 miles maybe. Pretty awesome. All right, now I'm gonna head back down to camp and get set up for the day. Like I was saying, this whole thing is a big overlook and it just drops off dramatically right here. If you fell off this, you'd be severely injured or killed. So if you're up here ever, stay away from the edge. That's what I'm trying to do. I know it looks like I'm not far, but there's still a good 6 or 8 feet between me and there. Now we're heading back up to our camping spot, which is up here in the woods and behind this hill a little bit. So it should get us out of the wind and be a nice spot to stay the night. All right, folks, radio towers about 2 miles south of us. And when I first did this trail back in 1998 with my brother, we hiked to this spot and we saw these trees here and always thought it'd be a good spot to camp. Too many roots there to pull that off. But one year, 2020, I had my tent right there during a massive thunderstorm. It was fun and exciting. But while we were here, we went down in the woods, and this way is where camp's gonna be. See, Matt shed his pack already. We're carrying a lot of weight because there's no water up here. Have to carry all our own water. But there's a little kind of a trail here. Goes back into the woods here, which is where I'm gonna shed my pack and then call it a day for carrying this thing. Not a day for fun. We're gonna have fun. We're not calling it a day for that, but so yeah, this will be camp up, not really there, but more in this direction. Nice pine needles, flat spots for tents, or if you had a hammock, you could do that. But yeah, there you go. I'm already eyeballing some spots for my tent, so. Getting hot from all the hiking, so time to shed some layers. Right, awesome. I feel so much lighter. All right, official break time. I must like Kelty because I think my tent's also a Kelty. And so is the backpack. So there you go. Good gear. Had this backpack for 25 years almost, still going strong. I brought a camp chair with me. We believe in these things big time because once you're back here, sitting on a log or sitting on the ground, it's just not as comfortable as having a camp chair. And these are lightweight, so. Man, it's beautiful out.
I like the way the sun feels right now. It's like nice and warm on the skin, and then you can like stretch out and feel it. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Sun's perfect right now, folks. It's warm enough that you almost want to lay down in it and just stretch out and take a little nap. Oh, that feels good. I can feel it on my hair on top of my head right now and my shoulders.
Through the clothing too. It's like all nice and warm.
John Denver was right. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Worst singing ever, but you get the idea. Awesome. All right, folks, we sat here for a while and just had some good conversations and sat in the sun and just soaked it in. It's a beautiful day out here. Matt's back up here at the edge. I'm gonna go up and check it out too. Full sunshine up here, so be a nice, it's a little cool up here still, probably in the 60s. So the sun, oh boy, does that feel good. Right away and you walk out. Perfect New Mexico sunny day. There you go. So that's how far from camp to here. It's a short walk to get to the edge. There you go. Awesome.
Won't be long before there'll be all kinds of snow up here.
Yep, this will be covered in snow soon. All right, folks. Well, we took a little break at camp and just sat in the sun and chatted for a while. And now we're on a little side trail coming down from the Del Agua overlook. And this will bring us back to the North Crest Trail here in a little bit. And once we get to that, we're going to turn left and continue north and just explore and see what we find. All right, folks, we are continuing our little hike. This is the North Crest Trail that we're back on. And it's nice. It's pretty flat and ground is soft, covered in pine needles. And I was just saying a second ago how I get really excited and happy when I'm on new ground. And this section of the trail I've never hiked before. We just, at the turnoff back there, is the farthest I've ever gone, so I'm getting to see some new stuff. All right, folks, this feels truly magical to me. I love hiking through a good forest like this. The layers of light and shadow and clean mountain air. It's just peaceful. Sound of our footsteps and some wind coming by occasionally. Alright, we're coming out to a little clearing area. Oh nice, the 10K trail. Very cool. I'm intrigued, it looks really cool. I'm kind of curious about it too. That was the intersection back there for the 10K trail. We just came here and this is the side of the mountain I've never seen before from this angle. That's all aspen down there, isn't it? Wow. We got to come back here next year in the prime aspen moments, because I bet that's yellow forest down there then.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Yeah, this is kind of it. Kind of the end of the road.
Yeah, this is outstanding. Really, really beautiful. This is like my POV shot of what I'm seeing from where I sit. I try to document at least one of these type of shots so that I can always, you know, remember what it looked like when I was here before. Could have swore I saw a deer run through here a minute ago. Maybe more than one. Yeah, it's a buck. It's got some little antlers going. Majestic. Wow. That was awesome. All right, folks, that was a great day hike. We went up the North Crest Trail a mile or so and out to a big overlook, and man, that was beautiful. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, that was awesome.
We're back at camp now. As you can see, we got our luxury items, our camp chairs, and we're just kind of chilling out a little bit. Here in a few minutes, we're going to get our shelter set up, and it's going to be a wonderful, awesome evening out here. You thinking what I'm thinking you're thinking? All right. I'm in, man.
Okay.
Thank you for schlepping all that in, man. That's a lot of extra weight. But
A little extra weight, but yeah, I think it's time.
all right. I'm in agreement, folks. It's time to get this party started.
All right. Well, here's to my first backpacking trip up here in the Sandia Mountains with my brother James Blackburn.
This is to Matt, my brother, as well as our board game guys. We saw you guys last night, Fury of Dracula. So I salute you, Terry, Roger, and Dan, and of course, Matt. So here we go, Nostrovia.
Salute.
Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, folks, it's a little later in the day. It's about 4:30, and we have been here relaxing at camp. We're going to be setting up our tents here in a little bit now. Matt's probably going to set up there somewhere, but back over here, there's a nice little flat spot right there that you can see in the sun and the shade a little bit. That's probably where my tent's going to go for the night. It looks like a nice safe spot, and it's pretty flat, so I'm going in. Cover me. Okay, the shelter is up, ready to go. Got it staked down because there is a little bit of wind here today. Next up, sleeping pad and bedding. All right, folks, this has been sitting in here for quite a while. It should be all rehydrated and ready to go. This is a Mountain House Adventure Meal beef stroganoff with noodles. Never had it before, so we're gonna go in and see what it's all about. First of all, it smells yummy and it looks really good too. So, but the truth is in the bite, so let's take a bite here. That's good. That's some good chow there. Ooh, it's chilly out here for sure. Wow. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All right, here's my tent. Got my lantern on in there. It's very comfy. Nice little sleep in here. I'm also gonna put the rain fly, it's on, but I'm gonna close it all the way because it has been pretty breezy up here and I wanna keep myself out of the wind as much as possible tonight so I can stay warm. What a great day. It's been really awesome. I'm gonna climb in this tent in just a minute, get some shut-eye. All right, folks, it's about 9 o'clock. We had a good evening here, good meals, got to experience a beautiful sunset and seeing the city down below light up at night. It's always kind of fun. We're about 10,500 feet. I am in the tent. I got everything secured, locked up for the night. It is 47 degrees inside the tent. So outside it might be a few degrees cooler, but 47 in here means it's going to get cold tonight. It's only 9 o'clock. We're expecting it to get down to probably freezing level, maybe even a little below. But I got my 0 degree mummy bag here with a fleece liner that I bought separately that gives it an extra 15 degree rating. So I'm not going to be cold tonight. I'll just zip this thing up and I'll sleep and be toasty and get a good night's rest. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but thank you for watching. It's much appreciated. Alright, good morning, folks. It's a little after 6 a.m. I'm wiped out. I look tired. But we are in our tents and we woke up to 31 degrees and there's snow outside on the ground and snow coming down. So we're going to pack up early and hike out early because the weather has changed and it's getting bad down in Albuquerque. So it's going to get really bad up here. So we're packing up here in a few minutes and heading out ASAP. I did sleep pretty good in here. All right, folks, a pretty intense storm is moving in. We got a little bit of snow in the last couple hours or so, and we're packing up to get out of here quickly because this storm is predicted to go a good portion of the day, and we're gonna pack up and get out of here. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's time. Wow, you can just see the snow blowing up from under the mountain and coming up here. We're in for an interesting hike out for sure. we're getting off this mountain just in time. Supposed to do this for the next couple days, so all right. First 1.5 miles from camp back to the trailhead is done. That wasn't too bad. 1/2 mile back to Highway 536, which is also where the parking lot is at. Snow's getting a little worse. We'll be out of here soon and back to a nice warm truck. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right, folks, there it is. We're heading out of the wilderness, and we're about 1/4 mile or so from parking lot. So what a great little trip we had. All right, folks, we're back to the fence for the towers. So we're really, really close to the parking lot. We'll be back there in a few minutes, and then we're gonna start our journey down. Back to the city, where it's supposed to snow for the next 2 days. So we're getting off the mountain just in time.
Can't even see the top of the tower.
Whoa, it's socked in up there for sure. Nice. All right, it's a good time to get off the mountain. All right, back to the trailhead. I see my truck in the parking lot greeting us like a beacon of awesomeness. Look at that. Road's covered in snow. Gonna have to be very careful going down that. All right, there's the truck. Made it back. All right, truck's looking good. We're heading over to it, and we're gonna wrap up our hike here. All right, folks, we made it back to the parking lot. You can see the signage behind us there. It was a great couple days. Yesterday it was 65 and sunny, and we're hiking around with our jackets off and enjoying it. Today, in the 20s and snowing. But I'm still smiling, I'm still enjoying it. It's a great time. Thanks for coming out with me and doing this trip, man. It was awesome.
Welcome, I had a blast. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, folks, we avoided this. We got out just in time because this turn into a real snowstorm, and being 2 miles out from the parking lot, I wouldn't want to be out there in this and try to hike back. So I'm glad we made it back to the truck safe and sound. But yeah, look at that, it's beautiful. I've been up here in the wintertime, but not when it's snowing this intense. So yeah, this is great. Doing about 20 miles an hour. All right, folks, we're taking our time down this mountain. I just saw a sign a second ago that said, caution, mountainous road ahead, next 13 miles. And they're saying that when it's not snowy. And we got, I don't know, inch or two on the road maybe. So we're just gonna take our time and be safe and go slow. And yeah, this is all part of the adventure. So I'm having a good time still. All right, folks, we made it back down the mountain, and you can see the weather is much, much different down here. It's still a little chilly, and they got some moisture down here, but man, it was like a blizzard on top, and here, it's beautiful and sunny out again. I was just admiring that there's only moderate fire danger today, which is always good. We always like to see that our state is safe, so yeah, there you go, folks. Another awesome day. There's still snow on the back of the truck from coming down, quite a bit of it actually. It's snowball weather. Whoo! All right, back in the truck, heading back to town.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember, folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your mind open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Thank you for watching the James Blackburn Experience. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures.
Purple Martians. All right, that's perfect. I love it.